Hey everybody, Ron Warren, RonWarrenPhotography.com in Detroit City. Want to talk real quick about why I would never ever again consider buying Profoto when I have the Godox system. Profoto, for the longest time, industry standard. You were doing pro work, you needed some Profoto strobe lights, right? And they're great. They were great, they're still great. A couple of years ago they came out with the B1, battery operated, no cords, radio, right? Amazing. $2,000. So, wow. Did I want one of those? Couldn't afford one of those. I wanted 3 of those. I wanted 6. I wanted 10 of those. So, the past couple of years, what comes along but this company called Godox out of China. And it gets rebranded through Adorama as Flashpoint, Explorer, and Evolve, and there's US distributors under Godox, and there's, I think, Streak Point, and Cheetah, and Molite, and Pixapro, and I don't know. So they rebranded. I don't think that's really a good business plan, but that's what they do. But what they do is make some amazing products. So let's talk real fast about them. So everybody starts with a speed light, right? So this is my stuff. I'm going to refer to Canon a lot because I work with Canon. So I would usually have something like, or want, a Canon 600E XRT, right? This is an awful lot like an EX600RT, except instead of $500, it's $180. Instead of a bunch of AA batteries that you got to keep buying or getting expensive rechargeables, built-in rechargeable lithium ion. Bam! Lasts all day. Powerful, good recycle time. TTL, high-speed sync, second curtain sync, all the bells and whistles, diffuser, bounce card, articulation. This can receive signal from some of these transmitters. I'll talk super briefly about those. Maybe I won't. It can also be used, if you're using it on camera, you can use it, but you can also use it as a transmitter to communicate with these other units. $180. No-brainer. Bam. Then, second in the hierarchy, moving up the chain here, we got the AD200, or Flashpoint calls it the Evolve 200. This baby is a lot like a speed light in terms of size. It's heavier though. It has no hot shoe. Not intended to go on the camera. It's way too heavy and it'd pull out a strain on it. But what this does is, again, built-in radio, lithium-ion battery, TTL, high-speed sync, second curtain sync, right? Comes with your standard Fresnel head. Also comes with a bare bulb head. Now, personally, I will probably never... Why is this being stubborn? There we go. Okay. So, personally, I will probably never use the Fresnel head because I have this beautiful 360 degrees of light. Lithium ion lasts, right? Because it has no hot shoe, this is not brand specific. If you have one of these, but you have the right transmitter, you can use it with Canon, Nikon, I don't know, maybe I think they make Sony, Fuji, whatever. So my stuff is Canon specific. This fits in a Canon hot shoe, picks up the correct signals, translates it, sends it here. But if I dropped a different $69 on a Nikon version of this, then I can still use this. Or if I get the Sony or the Fuji, I can still use this. So that, 200 watt-seconds of power, equivalent to about 3 or 4 of these. Beautiful. I'm dropping stuff. Okay. Next in line, the big bad boy here, the monolight. The one that's going to kill the Profoto B1, if it hasn't already. 600 watt-seconds of power, giant lithium-ion battery, lasts all day, supposed to get you 500 pops at full power, but who shoots just at full power? So that's at the various power speeds that you, like myself, probably work at. It's going to last all day, right? Bare bulb, right? Bones mount, comes different ways. This unit comes in 2 different styles. It's got the manual, full manual, no TTL, about $550. Compare that to the Profoto B1, $2,000. Or you can get the version with TTL. I believe it's about $750. So still a third of the price of the Profoto. Radio, battery, 600 watt-seconds of power, high-speed sync, a modeling light. It's got it all. Let's get back to this one for just a second. They make a thing called the AD-B2. I think it's the AD-B2, which allows you to put two of these in a like a head, sort of. I have it over there. I just forgot to grab it. So you can double the power, turn it into basically a 400 watt system. And when that is in the AD-B2, that comes with modeling lights. This exact configuration, no modeling light right there. Not part of the Godox line, but great with them. An S bracket. If you're using a speed light off camera, you used to have a thing kind of look like this, an umbrella bracket, and it would sit on top there, and it would put a lot of strain on the foot. And these are pretty delicate. With any brand, they start to get loose and they break all the time. So rather than put all the strain on the footer, a couple of years ago somebody came out with this brilliant thing called the S bracket. And the head fits in there, and all the pressure comes right down here on the head, takes all the pressure off the delicate electronics of the hot shoe or foot. That's set a little far forward, but you get the idea. That also has a Bowens mount. So Profoto, you got to up your game. They recently tried to up their game by coming out with a speed light, I believe they call the A1, which is it's like any other speed light, to be perfectly honest, except for two things. It has a round head instead of the typical rectangular one, and it's $1,000. This is $180, and I would never go the other way. So Profoto, you really need to innovate something fast, or these guys, Godox, they're going to put you out of business. And that's a shame, because you know, Godox is a Chinese company, and it'd be nice if an American company were kind of getting in the game and coming up with these innovations at a reasonable price point. That's all I have to say about that. Ron Warren, RonWarrenPhotography.com in Detroit and thereabouts. I specialize in headshots. Look me up. Let's get something shooting. Take care.